Speaking about picking up the tab, if Aaron Judge signs his $300 million year, $300 million 8-year contract with the Yankees, which is being reported by ESPN and Jeff Passan, that would make him the highest paid player with the average salary of $37.5 million. Right now, it's $35 million, and that is from the Angels. Oh my God, Mike Trout is currently the highest paid player with the average salary is what we're talking about, Andy, of $35 million. What do you think? I mean, here's the Yankees. They offered him $213. Remember before. And a lot of people are like, oh, they lowballed him, but he was coming off a lot of injuries. I didn't think they lowballed him. I think that he had to prove that he could stay healthy and put together a year, and he did it, so I think they're going to pay him.
Well, the first thing is I appreciate what Aaron Judge did because he had confidence in himself. He rolled the dice. He didn't sign a deal then, and he had a hell of a year. And, he led the American League of the 62 home runs. And I don't even like when they say the American League single-season record. No, it doesn't work that way. They don't have, different divisions anymore. It's Major League Baseball. If you pick up any record sheet, pick up any internet report or any newspaper, they don't have it broken down from AL records
to
NL
do.
records.
Yes, they do. They just gave out the American League and National League Rookie of the Year. There's a manager in each league. Even though we have interleague play. No, and I'm not going to knock Aaron Judge because the record was 61 home runs by an American leaguer, and it was legit. It wasn't like they made it up. Roger Maris hit 61 home runs. They didn't make it up for him.
So he hit 62. Okay.
Right. Then he had 62 legitimately.
So here's the deal. They're going to pay him $300 million 8 years, and it may go up higher than that. So honestly, I mean, who's going to be in the running for this? The only teams I think that could kind of match that or go head-to-head will be the Giants, Dodgers, or Red Sox. Oh, well, maybe the Cubs, but they're not going to do it. Right?
No, because they're going the other way. I agree with you on that. And here's my thing. You got to be careful. And I get it. He's from the Bay Area, Andy. If you want to go home and play there, the team you grew up, I do understand that. But I don't believe the Yankees will let Aaron Judge go over money. If he doesn't want to be there, there's nothing they can do. But nobody can outbid them. Would you agree with that? That can't be the reason
no one
that
can outbid them.
him.
But if I'm Aaron Judge, I don't want to be there. The way they treated him in the playoffs, they booed him. They booed him in Yankee Stadium. And to me, I would say, the hell with you. I'm going home. That's what I would do.
You're crazy. And let me tell you something. Because I really he's one of the Yankees. He is going to be the captain of the Yankees. The Yankees have done things for Aaron Judge they've never done for anybody, Andy. And you could talk about fans. Fans stand for the word fanatic. Okay, that's where it comes from. So fans get, when you have a terrible playoffs, they boo you. It doesn't mean that they don't want you to be on the team or whatever. They think they're motivating you and they pay their prices. But here, when they put that judge's chamber in the stands for Aaron Judge, tell me when they've ever done anything individually for a player, the Yankees.
I'm trying to think.
Never.
You know what they did? They had the pennant porch at 296 in right field for Maris. They had that. That was there. So they had a pennant porch, right?
A judge's chamber in the stands.
So what? What does it mean, really?
Okay, here's the other thing. If you're the Yankees, you want him to represent. And Robinson Cano took more money to go to Seattle, disappeared from the face of the earth. I'm just saying, right. And I'm not saying that Aaron Judge is going to disappear in San Francisco, but if tradition means anything, this guy has a chance to be the all-time. When you talk about the New York Yankees franchise, the all-time home run leader is Aaron Judge, not Babe Ruth, not Roger Maris, not Mickey Mantle, but Aaron Judge. I think that's an incredible thing to hold on to.
If he leaves the Yankees, the only thing that's going to hurt him will be A, maybe his pocketbook, and B, his legacy. Because you're so right. Because when you lead the Yankees in anything, the Yankees are still head and shoulders above everybody else in Major League Baseball. That's just the way they are. They're a brand. They're a brand that no one has ever caught up to. Even though they haven't won the World Series in a while, they still have that brand. So that may be the one shining light for the Yankees' cause that he'll stay there with them. It would be a shame if he left, but I wouldn't blame him if he did.
Here's the other thing. If you go to the Giants and they spend the loot on you, who's protecting you in the lineup? Like that's another thing that happens where guys go and they sign a big deal, and then all of a sudden, Andy, you know this, you don't see the same pictures that you saw when you were in a different lineup, and it can alter. I can remember when George Foster left the Reds, you know this, and came to the Mets.
Right. Yeah.
He went from hitting 50 home. What did he hit in that year? 51 or 52 home runs.
Yeah.
You remember how many he hit with the Mets his first year?
I think about 14.
13.
13, yeah.
13. All I'm saying, and I'm not saying Aaron Judge is going to fall off the map and he can't do it anywhere else. I just don't believe if he doesn't want to play. Now, if it's just about money, I don't think he'll be out. The Yankees will be outbid.
Right.
But if he doesn't want to play there anymore, that's a totally different story.
And you bring up a great point because he does know the pitchers in the American League. He'll have to learn a whole new league and new pitching. That's a factor, too.
There's a lot of stuff if you don't want to. I just think he's built for that ballpark. That's another thing. You go to a different ballpark, you don't have the same dimensions. He's a home run hitter. What is the Yankees' nickname? The Bronx Bombers, right? Because of the home runs. I mean, he's built for that place. He really is. And he's a great guy, great smile. He understands the pressures of New York. Everybody, Andy, can't play there. You know that.
Right. But let me run something by you which we haven't discussed. Here's the elephant in the room. What if the Mets get him? What if the Mets, because the Mets can bid for him. The Mets can put up the money and get him. When you talk Dodgers, Giants, and Red Sox, he may want to stay in New York, but not with the Yankees. How big would it be? What a gangbuster story that would be if he signed with the Mets.
It would be. And now they said they may have had a gentleman's agreement, which I'm surprised that the union didn't balk at. But I don't know if you know this, but Steve Cohen, the Mets owner, and Hal Steinbrenner had a gentleman's agreement that they wouldn't get in a bidding war over Aaron Judge unless the Yankees were out. Like the Mets won't make an offer unless he's determined that he's not going back to the Yankees. That's the only way they'll get involved. Mm-hmm. Are you shocked by that? That Steve Cohen agreed to that?
A little bit I am, which tells me the Yankees are fearful that he might go to the Mets. He might not stay with them, which obviously will open up the checkbook even more for the Yankees.
Yeah, and my other thing, too, if it came down to it, money-wise, I would offer him the $300 million, but if somebody else came along, I would shorten the years, Andy. I would make it $300 million
for 6 years.
For 5 years.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, but again,
that's $60 million a year. You got a problem with that?
I can't fathom that kind of money, and I don't think the average guy can, and I think it really burns the rear ends of a lot of fans who can't afford tickets to see him play. That's the problem. You look at Yankee Stadium, and I see it on TV. Half the seats downstairs, the big pay seats, they're empty. People don't go. They can't pay those monies. Come on. It's disgusting.
Andy, as you know, the sports world, you remember the NFL dropped the blackout. Why'd they drop the blackout rule? They couldn't sell out, Andy. They can't sell out 8 games.
Right.
You remember when games used to be blacked out if you didn't have an 80% capacity? How many games in Cincinnati didn't go?
Right. Huh? But friends of mine, when I was a kid in New York, I mean, kids used to drive to Connecticut to watch the football Giants play because the blackout was lifted 90 miles away.
Right. That in the old days, they were so afraid that if they put the games on, people wouldn't come to the football games. You know that. That was it. But Aaron Judge in this case, I just don't see him move. I really believe that he'll forgive the fans for the playoffs. He'll forgive the fans. Forgive the Yankees for that offer, which did you think they disrespected him when they offered him $213?
He had a bad year. He was hurt. And that's good money, too, but I think he gambled on himself and he won. It's great. It really is. But again, when you get these guaranteed contracts, I don't like them because I think a lot of these guys fall off and they don't have that incentive to really go out there and get numbers because they know their paycheck's coming in and it's guaranteed. I hate it. I hate guaranteed contracts in all sports.
Yeah, I hear you. It's guarantees, though, I think. In sports, people have earned them. I don't have an issue. I just think that they should be, make them shorter and then be willing to re-up and pay these guys.
Or give them more incentives.
They play well. No, but just repay, like a 3-year real contract. If they play well, they get another one. A lot of these owners did that, as you know, Andy, so that they could keep their costs down by knowing what their cost is over 10 years rather than inflation. So that's happened. All right.